for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking Greg, your go.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow. Hey, great.
Look at it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
Clicking it. I'm clicking stuff. I'm just clicking stuff. I'm clicking stuff.
There we are. No more floating head.
I'm clicking stuff. And then I'm saying something clever. All right. Tropical. Sounds awesome. Unless it's followed by storm. My name's Greg. He's Tom. It's your Saturday morning Stateline show. No tropical storms here in the Midwest today, Tom.
Tropical fruit. Tropical beaches. Tropical Hawaiian. Yeah, you're right.
Tropical
storm.
beverage.
Tropical storm Elsa.
That's
you know, those people down there suffering from that storm, they just need to let it go.
I haven't seen that meme yet, but I'm sure it's out there.
I get credit for it. No, I'm just kidding.
How's your week?
My week was busy and good. It was.
Good.
It was kind of crazy. We had a lot of people doing trivia, and it's always kind of stressful when you have more people than you expected. You got to have more of these, which is what I showed you earlier, the photo rounds.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes I'm like, I always overkill it. I'll always have like 40 of them, and I only need 20. A lot of ink. I'm getting better now. with printing them out and figuring out a better way to do it, you know. So
well, it's always better to be over prepared, right?
Absolutely.
For years when I DJ'd weddings, I brought twice as much stuff as I needed.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a long time to really get comfortable knowing, okay, I know I'm not going to use this. Don't bring this. I know I'm not going to use that. Don't bring that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I always bring a backup CD player.
Oh yeah,
always.
Absolutely.
Always a backup CD player, because I had one time where my CD player simply wasn't working. I don't know what it was, and I didn't have time to figure it out, so I popped in the backup one.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that stuff going on. I will still often bring a backup because I use powered mixers. I don't use passive mixers and powered speakers. I use powered mixers. So I usually will bring a backup powered mixer just in case.
Yeah, I have powered speakers. I also have passive speakers, but I use the powered speakers, and it just seems to work so much better that way.
If I was to start all over again, I would get powered speakers. They're so small now. You can get really great sounding speakers that are not very big.
Yeah.
And I'd get just a mixer board, but not planning on doing that, winding this thing down. I am doing a party today that hopefully the weather is going to hold out and be nice for, because most of it's going to be outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really looked at the weather today, so I can't even tell you what to expect yet, but I'm told I'll be in a tent, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
We do have a big number of the week this week, so let's get to that before we get too far in. Big number of the week this week, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 billion.
Right on. 2 billion.
2 billion. The answer this week is sales or searched. Sales or searched. And we are currently at a score of 8-7. Tom leads Joann by 1 in our race to 10. We might be doing breakfast in a few weeks. We might be. I'm thinking that first or second weekend of August, we'll be back at Sherry's place.
Sounds good to me.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think we should do that once a month anyway.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get someone to sponsor that for us so we don't have to pay for it?
Ooh, yeah. All we want are breakfasts. Three free breakfasts.
We just need paid for breakfast. That's all. And we promote your business. Well, that'd be kind of
Mhm.
cool. Speaking of promoting your business, and when in my list of shout outs this week, I got a shout out for LinkedIn, our Rockford Linked group. We have a Rockford Linked group that met every month for lunch for a long time. And we tried to have a meeting last year, I think in March, like the week things were starting to go down. We
Mhm.
had one last networking lunch at Machine Shed, which was mildly attended. It was okay. And then of course, everything shut down after that.
Right.
This last Friday was the first time we've met since then, over a year. Had a nice small gathering, but we had a decent startup again, and we're looking to grow. If you're on LinkedIn, basically that's the only requirement. just be on LinkedIn and find the Rockford Linked group. It's free to join, and we will be meeting.
Well, let me know when you're going again.
Yeah, well, it'll most likely be the second Friday of August.
Okay. All right.
So nice little way to just, connect with some other business owners and such in the Rockford area and find out what people do. Because who do you do business with? People that you like, know, and trust.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's hard to get to know someone if you don't spend a little time with them. So you get to do that at these LinkedIn lunches, find out a little bit about their businesses and such. So that was nice to start that. But again, we have had a couple of in-crowd events already these last couple of months, and those have been going very well. We'll have John Berlin on here in a couple of weeks to find out where we're at for July. Starlight Theater is back in action. They opened their season up this week with Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Funny show.
Season 50 or 51?
I think it's season 51 or 52. This is my commemorative season 50 shirt. How fancy is that?
Yeah.
This is from, I think,
2 years ago. Yeah. So season 52 then.
I'm trying to think if last season was supposed to be season 51. This might be a season. I don't know. I got to get the program so I can see everything that was listed on there. But Starlight is back in action, and get out and see the show. It's fun to be out in the theater. It's outdoors. The roof was wide open when we went to see it this week and had a wonderful time. So, why is it giving me that? I don't know. Zoom is asking me if I want to set up professional audio in the audio settings. Everything's right? The microphone's on. Everything's, you can hear me fine.
Everything looks good. I'm getting, you know what I got on my taskbar? I got the weather.
You got the weather.
70 degrees Fahrenheit, rain to stop. And I think that's old. It hasn't updated, but it just keeps popping up on my screen and I can't get it off of my taskbar. It's a Microsoft thing.
Yeah, there's been some weird updates.
Oh, I didn't ask for that. I don't want it on my screen. That just really irritates me because I was doing trivia the other night and I'm trying to play a song and I couldn't because it was popped up on there and I have to go find it and, drop it back down.
Like, come on, man. Yeah, it's always fun when you get updates and you're actually in the middle of working. That's not cool. What else is worth shouting out today? I had some an awesome 4th of July weekend for like the third time in my career. I've been doing real estate now for 8 years. For like the third time in my career, I helped a veteran get a house under contract on 4th of July weekend.
Oh, geez. That's awesome.
That feels so good. And so this guy I actually helped before. This is the second time that I've helped him purchase a home, and awesome. Everything's going really cool with that.
Here's something I learned the other day at trivia. Speaking of the 4th of July.
Yes.
This I knew. There were 2 presidents who died on the 4th of July.
Thomas Jefferson.
That's correct.
James Madison.
I'm pretty sure it was either Madison or Monroe, but I think it was Madison. There was one president born on the 4th of July. Not Tom Cruise. Although he wasn't a president, but yeah, I mean, in the movie he wasn't. But I never knew this. Never knew this. I thought I did, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's not Coolidge, huh? It's I don't remember.
Actually,
You can't either.
no. I think it is Coolidge. I think it was Coolidge. It's either Coolidge or Grover Cleveland. But I think it was Coolidge.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you said that, I had to think.
So did you make the effort to go anywhere special to see 4th of July fireworks?
No, we went down to our normal spot, down across from the state of Illinois office building. There's a ramp, a parking ramp. Yeah, you were right. It was Calvin Coolidge.
Cool. Yay.
July 4th, 1872, Plymouth Notch, Plymouth, Vermont.
Guess who's bailing me out, Tom?
Who?
My wife, of course. This season is actually season 54 at Starlight Theater.
Okay.
Yes.
Really? So they gave you an old shirt a couple of years ago.
Season 53. I was in season 52 and 53.
Oh, okay.
I was in Shrek, and I had a small role in Anything Goes in season 52. Season 53, Mamma Mia, and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Of course, we had the delayed season. 2020 doesn't exist, but the 54th season this year includes Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Once Upon a Mattress, and Little Shop of Horrors.
That's cool. I saw the other morning on the news, they were doing quite an extensive report on the Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. They had the cast on there. It was on the morning show on Fox 39. It was pretty cool.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
The Charlie Brown one is the one I want to see.
It's a funny show because it's like reading a cartoon script. It's like a cartoon comic strip. That's what I'm trying to say. It's
Right.
like a comic strip show because it's all kind of disjointed. It's not all necessarily together.
And you got that Vince Guaraldi music dun, 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 playing in the background.
We Joanne's having trouble finding us for some reason this morning. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna resend her our link. I wonder if you got in, so everything must be okay.
Yep.
You use the same link.
Yep.
And so let's just send her this again. And when I open up that screen, whoa, look at that happen. My face just goes obliterated. We didn't go anywhere necessarily special for fireworks this year. For the first time in a long time, we just hung out at my brother-in-law's place and watched all the neighbors blow off stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's quite a few neighbors that do stuff. So there was big fireworks all around the countryside, and it was kind of fun to watch from a distance.
Well, Cherry Valley does fireworks at
Bauman Park.
Okay, Bauman Park. Okay. Is that where it is?
Yeah.
We watched them there one year. Kirkland does a really nice job with fireworks.
Yeah. Kirkland does a nice show.
Mm-hmm.
Rochelle does a nice show.
Yeah.
So plenty of places to go.
You know, it would be the most awesome experience to be flying a plane at that time over, wherever they're doing fireworks
That would
at about 9:30 at night.
That would be really fun. I've heard people that have done that before, and they're like, it's just so surreal because you can see these fireworks all over the area, and it's so many different places.
Mm-hmm.
Who was I talking to that did that a few years ago? I forget who it was. They actually went up on the 4th of July and just tooled around the state line, watching all the different displays going up all over the place.
Yeah.
Their highest firework, if I got it right, your highest firework goes up about 800 feet.
Yep. That's what I was going to say, 800 feet. That's
so
what I
if
heard.
you're up there at about, 4,000 or 5,000 feet, you're seeing a lot of different stuff. So
yeah,
very, very cool. I was hoping to have one of the ski broncs on with us today, Tom, because this weekend is a big weekend down at Shorewood Park in Loves Park. It's the 2021 Central Region Ski Show Ski Association Tournament. That's a mouthful, man. It's a lot to say. 2021 Central Region Show Ski Association Tournament. The Ski Bronx have hosted this tournament like every other year, every third year for a long, long time. Usually it's about every other year, mainly because it's such a great place to ski. Of all the ski teams that you'll find in the Midwest, they will all tell you Loves Park, Shorewood Park is one of the best places to ski. It's wide enough on that river. It's long and straight enough in that part of the river. Janesville has a wonderful place as well. The one challenge that they have, I think, is up to the north. You're a little bit cut short how far north you can go on their show ski area, but they've got an awesome viewing area and bleachers and concessions and everything else. All the amenities are just really, really nice in Janesville. But the skiing itself, there's a little bit of a challenge just because of, I think, where a bridge or something is to the north. That kind of cuts things a little bit short. Where here in Loves Park they've got a long stretch north and south, where if you do have to go a little bit farther, you can and still turn around with your skiers. Shout out this morning to the Ski Bronx, who are in competition starting at 9 this morning. 9 o'clock is when things get underway. And when they do these tournaments, they do individual competitions first, and then the teams start. So I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 teams represented in the Central Region this year. And then when they have the big tournament, I think the big tournament is in Janesville again this year. So
the best name in all of the on all of water skiing, the Janesville ROK Aqua Jays.
Aqua Jays, which won the Wisconsin tournament here a couple of weeks ago. They have another great show going on up there. So individual competition starts this morning at 9 at Shorewood Park in Loves Park. Starting with the Swivel 180 competition. Our own Malia Beggs is going to be competing in that. Go Malia. The Swivel 360 follows that. Those are the skiers that actually spin 360 all the way around on those skis, not just halfway, but all the way. Woo! Trinity Beggs is competing in that. The strap doubles couples, Brennan Mann and Lily Roman, are representing the Ski Bronx in that today. The team jumpers, we don't have a team jump team for the Ski Bronx, but Chippewa Lake does, and Wonder Lake always seems to have the most incredible ski jumpers. They have some guys that can really do some awesome tricks off that jump. So that's very, very exciting. Swivel Pairs 360 is also competing today. So there's a Swivel Pairs open competition and then a freestyle jump. And we've got Max Morse from the Ski Bronx who will be competing in the freestyle jump competition today. They do individual awards right after today's teams perform, and today's teams will be Silver Lake and then the Ski Bronx. So Ski Bronx will be performing their full show in competition today, and it will probably be late afternoon. They don't have time.
So cool.
Yeah, they don't have time set on this because they don't know how long each individual competition will take. It starts at 9. Those Swivel 180s, there's a handful of those, so that might take 40 minutes.
Yeah,
it might take an hour to go through all of those. So if you give roughly an hour to each thing, 9, 10, 11, break for lunch, 1, 2, 3, 4. So will the show start at 5? It might 5 and 7. They might be later. It might be into the evening, possibly, but it also could be done early. I don't know how long these.
That's a long day, but I don't expect everybody to go out there and stay for 8 hours, 9 hours, but even if you get out there for a couple hours, have you? I know you used to MC the event. Have you ever water skied with them or just water ski period?
It's so I've wanted to water ski, and I still have never ever water skied in my entire life.
Really?
I grew up in a town called Wind Lake. Okay. I grew up in a lake town surrounded by lakes with friends, with boats, with skis. I never, ever have gone water skiing.
That's funny. I've water skied one time in my life. And the very first time I ever went, I got up and actually water skied. And then for the next hour, I tried to get up 3 or 4 times. I couldn't do it.
No.
And I have not gone back because I don't know anybody with a boat anyway. So
Yeah.
now I'm a little too old for it.
There's Joann. All right. She's got it now. No, I've wanted to, and I still anticipate that I will someday, but that's always kind of the joke that, I grew up in a lake town and I still never got out to do any water skiing. I did MC the Ski Bronx for 3 years, had a lot of fun doing that, a lot of fun hyping up the team, and had a blast doing that. But the time commitment, man, the time commitment is really, it's a lot. And
I'm sure. Yeah.
I've
already got 3 or 4 irons in the fire. You didn't need a 5th.
That's right. That's right. So at some point late this afternoon or early evening, Silver Lake and Ski Bronx will be performing their full shows. And then tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., you've got Wonder Lake. Again, great jumpers on their team always every year. Backwater Gamblers, Lake City Skier, and Chippewa Lake. 1, 2, 3, 4 different teams performing. Each show lasts roughly, 90 minutes? I forget how long they let you do the show. Maybe it's 1 hour. I can't remember what they cut you off on. Anyway, so if it's at 9 o'clock, Wonder Lake, it'll probably be 10:30 for Backwater Gamblers. It'll probably be noon for Lake City, and probably around 2 for Chippewa Lake. So it'll be done by late afternoon. And it's free, dude. It's free. And it's fun stuff. These shows are all, they put on all different props. They use the stage, they use the water, they use the jump, they use the dock. There's all different things that are happening at a water ski show. It's more than just the skiing.
Right.
Way more than just the skiing. It's the music, it's the pageantry. It's just so much fun. So,
and if you feel so inclined, you can donate. You can throw in a couple of bucks, $5, $10, whatever.
Yeah. And the big thing this weekend is to go down there and buy concessions, because that'll really support the Ski Bronx.
Right.
And financially, as a lot of not-for-profits are, they're hurting here. So
especially after losing a year,
Yeah. So don't go down there and go hungry. So, and shop the concession stand. They'll have the hot dogs and brats and hamburgers and stuff like that, nachos, all that good stuff. So that's taking place today. The 2021 Central Regions Show Ski Association Tournament, Shorewood Park. I'm still a little bit bummed we don't have someone down there to go live with us today. I was really hoping to get somebody on. Shane apologized. He's like, dude, I really wanted to come on with you. Shane Thies is one of the lead directors for the show this year. Trinity Beggs actually is one of the lead producers for the show. Put together their alien. They've got an alien themed show this year, Tom. So the aliens are abducting show skiers or something. So there was a article this week about UFO sightings in the Rockford area. Did you catch any of that?
No, I did not.
No, most of the time when it comes to UFO sightings, it's,
West Virginia, Kentucky, Mississippi.
No.
And always a bottle of moonshine.
I have a theory that I've wanted to. I was really big into UFOs when I was in middle school. I thought it was a great thing I did a report on it. I was all impressed that Jimmy Carter once said he saw a UFO and wasn't sure, what is a UFO? An unidentified flying object. That's what
if I throw something at you and you don't know what it is, it's a UFO.
It's a UFO. But my theory, Tom, and I'm sure someone will say, ha, that's stupid, whatever. My theory is that most UFOs are reflections or refractions. when atmospheric situations do something in such a way that it reflects an object from somewhere else. And so when you see it stationary, when it shouldn't be stationary, and then it moves drastically one direction or another at a speed that can't be explained, that sounds like a reflection to me.
Yeah.
You know,
You got, like, your phone sitting on the on your seat, and it's glaring up light or whatever, and you
Yep.
turn the corner, it's gone.
Right.
Phone stays there, but the light is gone.
At times in the atmosphere, there's water droplets in the atmosphere all the time. Sometimes you see them as
Right.
clouds and sometimes you don't, but there's always, water droplets. If it's such a way that something reflects one way or the other, I don't know. And I'm not saying that they don't exist. Who knows? Maybe there are aliens. I don't know.
There could be.
There's a lot of talk about where this stuff comes from. How can these things they're picked up by the report that they released in June. There was 144 sightings by military. 143 of them could not be explained. One was turned out to be a weather balloon. But all the other ones, there was no explanation. There's no heat source. There's no propulsion. There's nothing coming off of these things. Like, what could these possibly be? Some kind of magnetic propulsion systems that doesn't generate heat. Who knows how that would work? But anyway, that's one of the stories that was floating around in the last couple of weeks. Joann, feel free to jump in at any time because we do not have a guest this week.
That's not Joann.
No.
Good morning.
What?
How's it going?
It's going fine. Seems like a long week though.
Yeah. 4th of July weekend kind of does that.
I think we might have to mute. I've got a loud dog here.
Just come up on your lap and let him be part of the show. He'll loading ahead.
Maybe I can go in quieter room. Maybe I don't know.
Well, we're going to get into our SMS info here, and let's see. Do I want to use the TV? Yeah, let's use the TV. That's kind of fun. I feel like a news commentator when I use the TV.
Yeah.
SMS info for today. We already talked about the ski broncs. Marvel has released their Black Widow movie in theaters and Disney Plus yesterday. They delayed it for more than a year. First Marvel flick to debut in theaters since the pandemic began. 80% of movie theaters are back open. A lot of COVID restrictions are now relaxed. U.S. box office seeing a strong recovery. Hasn't caught up to pre-COVID numbers yet, but Black Widow's ticket sales might give us a little bit of a glimpse into what kind of demand we'll have as far as movies go back in the theater.
Is it Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson is the lead in that.
Yeah. Okay.
She is the Black Widow, which, okay. We were talking about the 4th of July earlier. Pro eater Joey Chestnut made $10,000 on Sunday. He inhaled 76 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Nathan's annual contest in Coney Island. The Washington Post, they did an estimate on his intake at 20,520 calories.
This can't be healthy. First of all, how can your belly withstand all of that?
1,102 grams of fat, 684 grams of protein, and over 50,000 mgs. What is mg?
I'm not sure.
50,000
milligrams. Probably.
Milligrams. There you go. 50,000 milligrams of sodium. Hopefully they're
yeah.
low sodium type.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave the competitive eating to those people. That's crazy. I have no motivation to inhale a lot of anything. The uncomfortableness does not sound good to me.
No.
Here's something I did not know about before this week. Have you heard of functional drinks? No. Functional drinks are categorized as non-alcoholic drinks with special ingredients for added benefits. According to Bloomberg, at the end of May, functional drinks grew 360% year over year. The rest of the beverage market grew only 9%. So this is huge.
Are we talking like vitamin water or
Kinda
like a Gatorade type thing?
So here's some things you'll find in functional drinks. A drink that might have collagen, which is a protein that helps with skin elasticity.
Yeah.
There's a drink called skin tea, SKINTE, skin tea. It has collagen in it. Probiotics. I've drunk a lot of these over the last couple of years. We've kind of started turning to kombucha whenever we're not feeling well in the house. Bacteria widely available in yogurt and kombucha that promotes gut health. I think Huzza, Huzzah, is one of the name brands of probiotic drinks that are out there. And then there's these newer ones I haven't tried yet. I don't know if I will. Nootropics, Nootropics, nootropics. These are chemicals that are designed to improve your mood. So one of the beverages is called Light Wave. Bloomberg calls it the anti-Red Bull. What you know what Red Bull does to people, right?
Yeah, it gives people wings.
Woohoo! You can bet a lot of the show skiers down at Sherwood Park this weekend are amped up on some Red Bull.
Probably.
I would not doubt that at all. So if you want to get the opposite effect of Red Bull, you get yourself some Light Wave. Yeah. Anyway, look for functional drinks at your store and let us know if you try them. Okay, we would like to know if you've tried them.
Yeah, I'm well aware of what they are. I just never heard it called that.
All right. And
interesting.
I need to find my list here because we have something really kind of fun. I asked Tom this before the show started, and now I'll ask Joann. Have you, besides your silverware and dishes, have you ever washed anything else in your dishwasher?
I don't own a dishwasher.
Joann does not have a dishwasher.
So I can't answer that question.
Well, have you ever owned a dishwasher?
No.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, we asked our viewers, besides dishes, what have you washed in the dishwasher?
The baby.
I'm gonna read you a list of things, and you tell me if this is something that someone's washed in a dishwasher or not. Right? Here we go. The grates from my stove.
Yes.
Okay, easy.
I'm sorry, I'm barking now. I can't hear.
Hair picks and combs.
Yes.
Yep. Children's toys.
Yes. I would think that would be good. You could deodorize them.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
How about car parts?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy says car parts, garden tools, and even his shoes.
You know how to tell internasal?
Shoes?
No, but I get stuff up his nose all the time. That's always
baseball hat, golf balls.
Golf balls I can see. Baseball hat? Why wouldn't you just wash that in the washer?
Do you have one of those forms? So
there's another day.
Hat doesn't lose its shape.
You know, everyone uses these.
Have you seen those?
No.
They sell plastic forms so that you can wash your hat and it doesn't lose its shape.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Once upon a time, I think we had one in our house, but I don't know what happened to it. Let's see. engine parts. I already mentioned car parts. Plastic toys, baseball caps, pistons, Legos, and other toys. All of your refrigerator parts, all your shelves and drawers, you can fit them in your dishwasher. There's a great place
So you are on.
to wash them.
All right, cool.
Toothpaste holders, sponges, flower pots. Teresa washed her flower pots in her dishwasher. Tennis shoes, knickknacks. You mentioned knickknacks earlier, Tom.
Oh.
Sure, yeah.
My old friend Jan, she says knickknacks on all the top cabinets. She does that about every 6 months to get all the dust off of her knickknacks. It's a great idea, Jan.
Wow.
Nancy says
I'm
she's
moving outside. It's too loud in there.
That's a cool shot. Thanks, Joanne.
Yeah, that is cool.
Nancy says she's washed her fake flowers in the dishwasher.
Huh.
Just make sure don't wash them in the hot cycle because they'll melt.
Yeah, probably.
Got to wash them in the cold cycle. Otherwise, yeah, you don't want to melt that stuff. Furnace filters.
I thought you were just supposed to change your filters, not wash them.
Yeah.
This
There
must
may
be
be
a-
some. There may be some that where you like an air conditioner filter, you don't change them, you wash them, but that's
Oh,
just a small little piece anyway.
Something to do
So-
with furnace filters, glass canning jars, flower vases, money. How do you wash money?
no.
How do you wash money in a dishwasher, Laura?
Why would you wash money? I mean, all you got to do is that's money laundering and that's illegal. So, no, you just
That's what Richard said. Haven't you heard money laundering is a federal crime?
that's right. That's right.
That's awesome. Now, Patrick.
But I mean, just put it if you want. Oh, go ahead.
I was just say Patrick has the most interesting post of all. Okay. Besides Legos and car parts and even his brake rotors, he's washed his brake rotors in his dishwasher. Patrick is a bit of a chef, and he says he's cooked delicious food in his dishwasher.
Oh,
It's true.
is
You
that
ha-
like poaching fish or something?
Yes, you got it, Joanne. You have to have it tightly sealed, of
Wow.
course. He cooks
Oh,
the food
you
by
don't just
itself.
leave it open.
It's just food in there, nothing else. But he says the dishwasher makes some pretty delicious poached seafood and soft boiled eggs, among a long list of other things. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. The heat cycle in your dishwasher gets really hot enough to melt plastic, which is why you can't put, your fake flowers in there on the heat cycle. That'll just melt. But if you can seal up in a Ziploc bag some of your favorite fish, along with some butter and garlic and whatever seasonings you put on there, that's not a bad idea.
But those are plastic.
I
and
don't
very
think I'm
thin
going to buy a
plastic. Wouldn't that melt?
dishwasher just to do that.
No, you better have the high quality Ziploc bags or something special.
Okay, so how is that less work, less energy, less time than just throwing a pot of boiling water on, throwing eggs in there, and 6 minutes later you got soft-boiled eggs?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
They can
I know. I'm
brag.
sure he's got it figured out. I'm sure he's.
Isn't there something too about cooking
Yeah.
something like on a car engine?
Yes.
Maybe it's just the idea that
Well,
they
you
can
can
say,
like-
I
like
cooked
on a
it in
really-
the dishwasher. It's a bragging right.
Well, yeah, maybe that's what it is. But as far as what you're talking about, I think they cook it on the hood of the car. It's like 100 degrees out, and it's hot enough to where you put your hand on it. It's like an oven, and you can cook an egg on your car. I've seen that done before.
I can't remember the show, but I do remember a guy who was driving cross country, and he put stuff sealed up in some aluminum foil, and there was a place on his engine where he could tuck it in. And he during his trip he baked some potatoes and like a small steak wrapped up in his aluminum foil on the engine of his car, inside the engine compartment.
If you can get past the Quaker State taste, then you're okay.
Well,
Wow.
thanks, Carrie and Laura and Anna and Blake and Linda and Jody and Natalie and Dan and all the folks that contributed to our question this week. Besides the dishes, what have you washed in the dishwasher?
And Patrick.
Patrick, yeah, I think you're the winner on that one. That was an interesting
What was Patrick's?
addition. The cooking.
The salmon, the fish.
Cooking food
Oh,
in the dishwasher. That was unexpected. That one was unexpected. I'm going to check one more time just to see. Oh, dad joke with Bill. Why do spiders eat lightning bugs? Just when they want a light lunch.
Yeah.
Ba-doom.
I was going to answer it because I saw that one the other day, but I figured I wouldn't steal your thunder.
throw it in there. I steal your thunder. It's okay. It's all right.
No, it was your thunder. It was your thunder to steal, for me not to steal.
Let's see. Anything else? Okay, now
Bill is quite the comedian. He sent me a thing that said Cubs magic number is 911. And I sent him back. I said, no, actually it's 2022.
Yeah, it might be longer than that. We'll see. Go Brewers. That's all I got. Go Brewers and go Bucks.
Yeah.
So millennials, those young folks who are basically in their 20s these days, 60% of them, 6 out of 10, that are earning over 100,000 a year say that they're living paycheck to paycheck, according to a new survey. You got to learn how to save some money, millennials.
How do you live paycheck to paycheck if you make $100,000 a year?
I know. I think they're eating out every night of the week. That's
probably, but
that's not
still.
good. Year over year sales are up 75% at toupee and wig stores. Curling iron sales are up 37% as well. People are actually, caring about their appearance as they're going back out in the public.
because they have to go back to work.
That's right. They're all heading back to work. At our LinkedIn lunch on Friday, one of the guys said, "This is the first time in over a year I've wore trousers with a belt."
Wow.
I'm like, Jay, that's awesome. No more sweatpants, or at least not every day. Speaking of the Bucks, the first game of this year's NBA Finals had 8.5 million viewers. That is up 15% from last year's oddball COVID season, but it's down 35% from the 2019 season. And brace yourself, Tom. This is a number. The viewership is down 50% from the year 2018, just 3 years ago.
Wow.
NBA taking a huge hit in viewership. And possibly, obviously there's a lot more things to watch, a lot more options that are out there too. And of course they got into all political and people got upset about that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's taken on a different direction. And I think a lot of people are unhappy with that.
Yeah. Let's stick to sports, please. Sports. And let's leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Amtrak is investing $7.3 billion. That's with a B, $1 billion. They're building 83 trains at a facility in Sacramento. They expect the new fleet to bring in over 1.5 million new riders every year. Train travel going to increase in the next decade?
If it's getting any quieter in here.
I'll be curious to see what happens with Amtrak over the next decade. Speaking of California's $6 billion almond industry generates 80% of the world's supply. They're going through a drought right now, so almond prices might go up. This according to the Wall Street Journal. And finally, a recent Pew survey found 65% of American adults believe in the existence of intelligent alien life, as we were talking about UFOs earlier. The Pew survey says 65% of us do believe in the existence of intelligent alien life. What say you, Joanne? Are there aliens out there?
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere out there, huh?
As long as they leave me alone.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
That I have to admit to?
Sure. I mean, I've seen things in the sky. I've questioned what they were and didn't,
We were also drunk.
Well, not recently. There it is.
I was watching My Favorite Martian episode. This was probably 30 or 40 years ago because the show ran in the 60s and I was seeing it in the 70s on rerun. And they wanted to divert attention to Martin the Martian And so what they did was they dropped a spoon into the film, into the camera of the people that were surveying them. And it looked just like this. And they're like, oh my God, it is a UFO. Anyway, I just thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. At the age of 12 years old, I'm like, that's so stupid. Who would fall for that? So folks, this is not really a UFO. It's a spoon.
It's a falling spoon.
Yeah. And
But
then just
see,
like
it
you
can't
said
be a
earlier,
UFO
Greg,
because we know
gone.
what it is.
It moves
Well,
so
yeah.
fast. It can't be real.
Yeah, I know. It just went away. It was there. It was here watching me.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny.
Awesome. All right, Joanne. Well, we I think that covers everything on my list. For
You want to
this
see
week.
some animals?
Should we take a look around?
We've got a bunch of new dogs. So,
We can tell.
of course, we have kittens. I hadn't sent you a picture yet, so I have to do that when we're done.
Okay.
We just got a new influx of dogs, so we are, someone's looking for a kitten. We've got lots that are ready. I don't know any names, so you'd have to check later in the week to figure out who they were.
Adorable.
I lost count of how many they brought in.
Oh my goodness. Look at all those tail waggers.
Yeah, always a good sign.
So just kind of a quick. What's that one's name? What?
I need to get Laker.
Laker? This is Laker.
Oh.
Looks like kind of a poodle mix maybe, or a schnauzer. I thought I saw another one, but.
Let's go to Rory.
And here's a couple of puppies.
Oh. So cute.
Hi, guys. Lickers, I think. So that was kind of quick, I know.
Yep. So do you want to try to put that one in here and then?
Well, it's nice to see.
So it's a busy place today. There, Mike is with Mike is our, who's the cat you have, Mike?
Well,
Not the one you're supposed to
Not
have.
the one that's staying here.
Oh. So that gives you that one's not staying? What's her name though?
I don't even know what.
Oh, he doesn't know her name.
That is, that one's Leanne.
Leanne. Okay, thank you. There we go.
Oh, I got checked up. I want to double check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Just to let you know, I just
Nice.
on her already.
Good
so-
deal. Well, nice little tour around Paws HQ, and there's still tons of cats to adopt right now,
Yes.
like literally hundreds. So it's a great time to shop for a cat, not shop, adopt. Get your adoption at Paws Humane Society or over at Noah's Ark. I think too. They just have so many cats right now. If you ever have any questions, give them a call, 815-299-PAWS, 815-299-7297. Visit their website, pawshs.org. They've got
And watch for the dogs probably won't be in for a while. I don't know, some of them need to be spayed and neutered. So look for them on our Facebook page.
Yes. pawshs.org is the place to go for all of that fun stuff. All right, let's go to this. Oh, this is cool. All right, we're going to do.
Oh, I love those sunglasses.
Yes. Let's get our big number of the weekend and wrap up this week's show. It's 2 billion. 2 billion, our big number of the week this week. Our answer is sales or searched. Sales or searched. Our current score.
I can't even. I'm going to go outside again.
We have Tom with 8, Joanne with 7 in our race to 10.
What's the choice again?
So the answer this week is sales or searched. Sales or searched.
I'm going to go with my wind look.
Are you ready to guess? 3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, go with your guess.
Search.
You're both going with searched. All righty. Well, I'll just put my pen down. So
We both lost.
yeah, you're both out this week. You've heard me talk a lot about the Robinhood investment app. They are on pace to do $2 billion in sales this year. $2 billion in 2021. Holy cow. That's more than 2 times last year's take. They're a driving force behind a potential $40 billion valuation. They're going to be an IPO. You can invest in the Robinhood app on in the market. So how about that? That'll be kind of cool. Sorry kids, the answer this week is sales, not search. The search deal is
I meant to say sales.
The search. Have either of you taken a flight or planning to fly on a plane this year yet?
No.
No, I haven't flown for about 3 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be flying this year or not. I might be. We'll see, but no plans right now. More people passed through the TSA checkpoints July 1st and 2nd than on those days in 2019, pre-COVID. Over 2 million each day, July 1st and July 2nd. So I guess that means the country is ready to fly again.
Ready to be open.
Yeah. Yes. I think that wraps up everything.
Oh, wait, I wanted to just say I did do Meet the Fake Beatles.
At Mississippi Park, the Mississippi Music Show.
Yeah, people should go there. That was the first time, and I've lived in Rockford since the early 70s. That was the first time I ever did a concert at the band shell. What is it called? Mississippi Band Shell. And it was awesome. And I got to meet the boys in the band.
So cool. Okay, so Joann, go ahead. Greg.
American English.
American English. Okay, yeah. They are good from what I understand. I saw 1964, a tribute. That was the band I saw. There's several of them out there. Did they play one area like late 60s?
They played 3 eras. They changed their clothes.
Yeah, that
2
is
times.
So cool.
So they came out as Sgt. Pepper, and then they came out, I think they said as the White Album maybe, where they played more recent.
Like Revolution.
But look at my Facebook profile page, because I've got a picture of me with 3 of the Beatles. Ringo was playing his drums and couldn't be seen.
Oh, did they do any of the early stuff? Like I Want to Hold Your Hand?
Yes, they started with the early stuff and they were dressed like that.
Okay.
Then they went into Sgt. Pepper, and then they went into, I think it was the White Album, because they were dressed, in more blue jeans and a long beard on John, and I loved it. It was great.
And that was all free, right, Joann?
Yes. No, $5.
That was $5. Okay.
Which is almost free.
Almost free. And they do a lot of free stuff down there at Mississippi Music Show too all summer.
I just wanted to put a plug in for it because it was great and we had a wonderful time and everything's so wholesome.
Nice. Well, as always, check out GoRockford.com. There's a lot of events listed on there to what to do around the Rockford area. And as always, you change the world when you help one person. So be a blessing to someone today. We'll try to do the same and meet you back here next week for another Saturday morning Stateline show. Have a great
And I'll try not to be so windswept.
We'll handle that. We can handle it.
All right. Thanks.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye-bye.